So y'all, we're here at the Jade Temple, and we're going to be doing Hydrophobia. This is an achievement that involves not standing in things. So in order to complete this achievement, you have to not stand in things. There are three things that can fail Hydrophobia. One thing is Hydro Ants, and Hydro Ants cast at like one of these three different parts. I guess I'm not really sure what to really say about them. Basically, it's casting it at that water, and so if you stand like right there where my mouse is, or right there, the Hydro Ants will hit you. And if the Hydro Ants hits you, it automatically fails the achievement. I'm also fairly certain that if you get hit by his tidal wave that he spins in a circle in the last phase. Oh, Reg, I am? Fuck it, we're doing it live. Yeah, we're doing it live. So anyway, you can also lose the achievement. You do not lose the achievement by standing in this, the water that spawned from the living waters dying, but only the water that's already on the ground, the blue actual real water. And you'll need to kill 4 of these. Again, if this is probably one of the easiest ones to solo, and it's also a personal achievement, so if for whatever reason somebody in your group, if you're not doing this by yourself, fucks it up, you still get it yourself, so it's not really that big of a deal. Basically, you want to be very, very careful in terms of the last phase, and I'll show you why, because sometimes, especially if you don't have a very good frame rate like me, you can accidentally step in the water. And so I'm gonna have to do one more. Right here is okay if he casts Hydro Ants here where my mouse is. So I'll show you that now. If you stand too close to the water, see I didn't take a bunch of damage. And you have to kill 4 of these living waters, and at that point he will go into phase 2 where you can actually kill him. And you do not want to stand up there whenever you cast Bubble Burst, because it'll knock you back and possibly knock you into the water. Also, if you stand too close to the other edges of the water, that can also maybe do it. Okay, so you jump in, and you want to be very careful and make sure you always jump. Make very, very good jumps. Do good jumps so you don't hit the water. Just make sure that you do a very clean jump. And it's obviously I'm just showing this in the video, I don't really need to do it this slow because I've done it a million times, but here we go. And it's almost dead. And don't jump off into the water until you actually get the achievement. And again, so the only three things you need to watch out for is standing in the water, getting hit by Hydro Ants, and getting hit by that beam that he shoots in a circle. But anyway, that's it, and we're going to go over to the other achievements on the last boss now. Okay, here we are again in Jade Temple, and we're doing the achievement Seeds of Doubt. And this is kind of an annoying achievement, but it's not that bad. Defeat the Shah of Doubt while under the effect of 4 Seeds of Doubt. And so we're just going to start the fight and I'll explain it. This is kind of going to take a while, so be patient. I will probably fast forward the video to about, whenever it's about 20%, and then I'll explain what happens. Okay, as soon as we get to the next phase, I'm going to go ahead and click all the orbs. They're going to spawn in each of these 4 corners where my mouse is, and they'll make me take 100% extra damage. Okay, so here we go. Clicked 1, 2, 3, dotting him up, 4. So I have 4 stacks, and I'm taking 100% bonus damage, and I have to kill the boss in the amount of time that I have the stacks. I'm just going to pop shield wall, since I do take a lot of extra damage. And he's about to die right here. And this is all it takes. This is one of the easier ones if you're a tank spec, you know. It's really not that big of a deal. But as you can see, he's dead and I have 4 stacks. So just make sure that you leave yourself enough time to whenever you have your 4 stacks and save your cooldowns for it because you are taking double damage. So that's really all it takes for this achievement. And the only last one here is for cleaning up. And apparently, well, you can really only do one of them solo. So I'm gonna do cleaning up tomorrow. What's up, y'all? We're doing the last and the hardest achievement probably in the entire glory of the Pandaria Hero. And that's cleaning up. Basically, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to kill this boss, and as soon as the boss dies, I'm going to get a debuff that's going to last for 5 minutes, and I have to kill the Shah of whatever, what's his name? Shah of Doubt within 5 minutes with that debuff on. This is very hard to do, but there are a lot of things that you can do to speed it up. The first thing is obviously don't use any cooldowns on this boss because your timer effectively starts after you kill this boss, not before. Another tip is make sure you have a flask, and I'm gonna get a food buff and heal myself up for the Shah of Doubt. This boss is pretty easy. Also, another thing, if you've never done this before or you haven't looked into it at all, you have to kill the other boss. Just a minute. The boss over here, Warwalker Stone Step, and he's the one that can summon the 2 ads, or what's it called, the suns. And there's basically no way that you can go and kill this boss and then go kill him and then kill all of the other stuff with the debuff. It's impossible unless you just one-shot everything, if for nothing else in the RP that that other boss takes. So you kill that boss and then you come back over here. This requires a lot of DPS and also a lot of survivability. This is probably the most gear-intensive one. I don't really have a specific item level that I could say that, oh, you need 540 or 560 to kill the boss or whatever. I would say as a good rule, 560 probably, unless you are a class that can handle something like this without it. I don't know, maybe Hunters can, or a Blood Death Knight or something. Okay. Just DPS this guy down. As I said, the time it takes you to kill this guy doesn't really matter. If you're a paladin or anybody with an immunity, you're not able to, what's it called? You're not able to bubble or ice block because it will remove the debuff that he puts on you, and also stay near him until you actually receive the buff. And alright, there it is, purified water. And you're going to get a speed boost. I guess I'll rocket boots to speed this up. I've tried this once before and I failed it. Whenever you're pulling these mobs, you want to be careful that they don't cast a buff on you, because it will reduce the damage that you deal. They will not cast it to their primary aggro target, so you don't have to really worry about that. You just need to make sure that you have your top on aggro. They're not fighting these other guys. I was a lot faster doing this before, but I also had a lot of time left, so I'm just kind of gonna slow down a little bit. It is a timer, but it's not super fast. I'm gonna use my cooldowns on this boss because this boss probably does more damage than the Shah. The main thing that she does is she does a punch, and it does 130k, and that can kill me through second wind. So I'm hoping that I can push her into the dragon phase before she casts it. Okay, I did. That was lucky for me. And the Yu'lon phase, she really doesn't do anything. Just want to make sure that you're not standing in these green circles, obviously. And then you're going to have to fight 3 ads up here. These ads are also very easy to kill. As you can see, I've still got 4 minutes left. Looking good so far. Victory rushing to heal myself up as much as I can. And I'm going to heal up to full, maybe get my food buff in time. I've still got 3 minutes, so I've got plenty of time. There's no rush, no reason to go crazy. And as soon as my shout is up, I'm going to try and remember to use commanding shout, because this boss actually does a lot of damage. Okay, he's going into the ad phase, and so I'm going to go ahead and kill my ad and get back onto him. Pop die by the sword. Basically right now I'm just trying to stay alive by rotating cooldowns. As soon as die by the sword fades, I'm going to go ahead and use shield wall. I'll use that now. And after that I'll hopefully pop... Oh, I got Rekka. That's lucky for me. Shield wall's got 1 second left on it. I'm going to go into D-stance just to make sure that I don't die. And he's dead, and I still have 2 minutes left on the debuff. So, as you can see, I have almost 800,000 life, and I am item level 575. And so the DPS wasn't really a problem. The only thing that was a problem was almost dying. And so if you're doing this at a tank spec and you can do enough DPS to handle it, you'll have absolutely no problem doing it. But as a DPS, it is very rough, and you'll need to rotate cooldowns probably to live through the Shot of Doubt, unless you're like a hunter or something like that. But anyway, that's pretty much all there is for all of these achievements. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.